Hope sucks. Or more accurately, hope is not enough. Faith is not enough. Those are great things at times, right? Hope beats the crap out of despair. Despair is there's no effing way. It's never going to happen for me. Never going to occur. But hope? Hope is a maybe. Hope is an if. Hope is possibly could. Hope is shrugging the shoulders. Hope is opening the hands and begging, beckoning, requesting. Hope is on a wing and a prayer. Hope is out of your control. Hope is being open to the possibility. Hope is being available to the opportunity. But hope is so ephemeral, it's really hard to build anything on that. Become a national champion. I hope. Become a great husband. I hope. Become a great dad. I hope. No, that's not how you get there. And I have been a national champion. I'm a pretty good dad. I won't say I'm a great dad because that's up to my kids to decide. But, I show up a lot. I put in a lot of time and effort. And I'm not holding myself up as some gold standard. I'm better than anyone else because I'm still a work in progress just as much as everyone. Okay? But what I want to offer to you is something different than just relying on hope. I'm going to tell you a little story actually about how I met my wife, because a long time ago, I went through a pretty bad breakup, and for 2 years, I was emotionally destroyed. I could work, and I could bathe, and sometimes I would remember to eat. And that was about the sum total of my life. That was my availability, mentally and emotionally. I had been in a 5-year relationship, and I collapsed my lung the second time, came home from the hospital. She said, hey, I need space. I need you to move out. And dude, I just got obliterated. I got just lost. I thought this was my home. I thought this was the person I'm going to spend my life with. I thought all these things. But at the same time, for 2.5 years, we had a difficult relationship. 2.5 years, I was sleeping on the couch because my snoring wakes her up in the middle of the night. So I'd rub her back. She'd fall asleep. I'd go to the couch. And it was a sexless relationship. There was nothing going on. We were great roommates, and it was a functional relationship, but it wasn't amazing. It wasn't fantastic. And in fact, the last 6 months, I kept thinking, maybe I should just pack up all my stuff one day and move out. That'll get her attention. That'll make her want to make things work with me, because she's not, she's taking me for granted. And then I collapsed my lung, and then I went to the hospital, and then I came home, and then she said, I need you to move out. I need space. I was good for 2 weeks. And then I realized, this isn't coming back. And I felt lost. And all the time I had committed and all the effort I had put in, I felt used. I felt thrown aside. I felt unimportant, unlovable. And so for 2 years, I was just done. Really, I felt dead inside. And I remember one day I heard this song by a lady named Rachel Platten, and it's called 1,000 Ships. And that song brought me back to life. There was a metaphor in there she uses about where blue meets blue. Keep your eyes set on the horizon where blue meets blue. And just there was something in that just it pulled me back out of my head. It pulled me out of my heart. It brought me back to life. And I had this vision, and I wrote it down. And it was like, this is the type of relationship I want, and this is the type of woman I want, and this is the type of experience I want. And it wasn't attached to a specific woman. It was, how am I going to show up? And who am I going to show up with? And how is she going to show up with me? And I don't know who she is. I don't know if she's out there. I don't know if this is possible. But I wrote this down. I said, that is what I will have, or I will have nothing else. And that wasn't hope. It was something else. It's called certainty. I knew without a shadow of a doubt, I will either have this relationship or I will have nothing. And that's how I moved forward in my dating life. And soon after that, I dated my first giver in my entire life. I'm in my late 30s, and I'm dating a giver for the first time. Because before that, they were all takers in some way, shape, or form. And then that relationship lasted about 6 months, and I learned and I grew, and it was really cool having somebody want to give, which was part of my list. But I need to figure out if I want to be a dad. And that was the pin on that relationship that pivoted. After that, I went on 2 more dates. And the girls I dated, went out on dates with, I was like, no, I could make this work, but this isn't my list. This isn't who I want to be with. So that giving relationship ended in October, went on a couple of dates, and then June 2013. I walked into this store, and there was this lady here I had seen before 3 years prior. She was with somebody else. I was emotionally dead. And time stopped. It was the most amazing conversation. It was like 3 hours, and it was like the world didn't exist. It was her and me in this room, and that was it. All of humanity disappeared. I was like, holy hell, this woman's amazing. And kind of scary, because like she's not supposed to exist, but she was on my list. Like all the characteristics and qualities. Married her in 6 months. And it's been 10 years ago this year. She's over here. But it's been the most amazing thing. So I want to tell you, operating in hope. Hope sucks. Hope is maybe and if and possibly. Get out of hope and get into certainty. Get clear on the things you want. Be willing to lay down, this is the price I'm willing to pay to get the things I want. Because that's how you achieve. That's how you deliver. That's how you make possible amazing things. It's one of the things I do for my clients is we unpack what they truly want, and then we install it with certainty so that you feel it in your nervous system, in your heart, your mind, your bones. It becomes a part of you. One of my clients, we did the process, and he's in the middle of it. He's like, man, I'm on God mode. Making things happen, running my life, running my business. Amazing relationship. His business is expanding. That's the stuff that gives me goosebumps. That's the stuff I enjoy the most. When we can light a client up and the barriers inside go away. So if you want to get out of hope, if you want to get out of maybe and if and possibly, and you want to get into certainty, and you want to get into this will be my life, this is my life, let's talk. I'll put the link down below. You can get on my calendar. We'll grab 15 minutes and we'll look at where are you at in life, what's going on with you, and where do you want to go next? So you make it a fantastic day, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.